What is up, guys? McIntyre here, bringing you another, or I guess this is not even another. This is sort of new, a build slash guide video for Thrall. It's not something I normally do, so you'll have to bear with me. And I'm also a little sick right now. I just got back from dreamhack. So my voice may sound a little funny, but I figured, I had a good game on Thrall at DreamHack, and I wanted to kind of show people how to play Thrall. So I think just to go into it, first we're going to go over some talents. So the first talent we're going to take is Rolling Thunder. And this, again, the reason we take this talent is not only do you get mana back when you chain lightning, but you get increased range, and this is really good in lane when you're poking your opponent. So I'll go up to art this really quick to show you, and this is why I think Thrall is such a strong laner, is because you can kind of just stand back and chain lightning your opponent on cooldown. Then eventually he'll get to the point where they're weak enough that they have to back or tap or something, and because of your passive, you'll never be below full health, or you never should be. So it also has when you are pushing a lane and the chain lightning does spread, you do want to try to hit the minions to get your mana back. It is important, especially when you're like jungling or something, so that's also relevant. At 4 we're going to take Ride the Lightning. So this is going to increase your level 1 poke even more, and the reason for that is when you take damage after you have Ride the Lightning, whenever you Q, it usually will bounce 5 times and you'll get a full passive off. So now this poke becomes even stronger, right? If you're against somebody like, say, a Zagara, and they come up and they start hitting you, you take a little bit of damage, you Q, you get your passive procs, you get healed up for the damage you took, and the Zagara took damage as well. So you always trade up with Thrall because of these two talents. At 7, I take Frost or Follow Through. So this is where I think a lot of Thrall's damage actually comes from. And a lot of the time I think people don't use this skill correctly. So a normal combo with Follow Through is walk up, auto attack, E, wolf, chain lightning when they run away and get the last hit. So I'll go over it one more time on the dummy. You get your first auto attack, and then you E, which is going to reset your auto attack, and it'll crit that first E. Then you wolf. This will allow your second E to crit. Then you either hit them, chain lightning them, hit them, or you chain lightning hit. So I'll do it on the dummy one more time. So like that, if that makes sense. So you're working in a skill between each of your Wind Fury procs, okay? I'll do it one more time. I'm going to auto, reset, and then work a skill into every hit. And as you can see, you will do a total of 2,600 damage. This is incredibly powerful. This combo takes a few seconds. It's pretty low cooldown. And it just chunks people out really well. So this is kind of your basic in-lane combo to damage somebody as Thrall. The next skill is obviously Sundering. This is what makes Thrall so powerful in the late game. And as you guys know, with Sundering, you do push the target away from the center point of the skill shot. So if I sunder here, he'll go to the left, and if I sunder here, he'll go to the right, okay? And so how we can use this effectively comes down to where we're positioned in the team fight. So if my team's engaging and I sunder like this, then I can sometimes knock people away. If this straight line sunder, right, it does happen. But normally you see Thralls try to get angled sunders, because when you angle your sunder, you can kind of push people towards you almost. There, right? Instead of doing like this, where I kind of push him away from me. So a lot of the time with Thrall, you're kind of on the side of fights and you're angled, so that when somebody gets caught, you can sunder them into your team and engage. Okay, and the follow up to that is, if you do get a good sunder, you can wolf the sunder as well, right? So that's a further extension of sunder, and something that you should be looking to do when you do sunder on Thrall, is sunder into wolf. Or if you have a teammate like a Murden who's gonna Q after you sunder, let him Q then wolf after his stun. So just be aware of that. And again, a lot of the time when I do that combo, you do have to use your Wind Fury, so you can kind of get the distance to the target. But yeah, so that is your 10 talent. 13 is the first talent that Thrall has that's flexible. The two flexible spots are Spell Shield and Giant Killer. As a lot of people have seen in tournaments, I take Giant Killer mostly, but Spell Shield is really good against a melee heavy sort of meta with the Tyrande one-shot comps and Li Mings and KTs. And if those are on the other team, it's okay to take Spell Shield, because Thrall does not have Relentless, and he dies very quickly if he's not allowed to use abilities. So Spell Shield is a talent that can kind of allow the other team to engage on you, and then give you the time to proc your passive enough to get healthy again. So this is a talent that is sometimes necessary, and it can be taken. If the other team doesn't seem like they're going to one-shot you and they're heavy melee or something, then Giant Killer is normally always the way to go, just because of the increase in DPS paired with your Tempest Fury, which is going to hit the target 3 different times. So if we take Tempest Fury, I guess going over the 16 talent too, it's okay if you take Fork Lightning. Again, sometimes if the other team is, let's say your team is very pokey and you don't have a very heavy front line, so if you engage, they will all in you, okay? If you ever step up, they all go on you. Then it's okay to take Fork Lightning in that situation, and just Fork Lightning, Sunder, Wolf, Fork Lightning, and you're just kind of poking. You become a pokey hero. You can still kind of all in with your follow through, and if you get in melee range, you're still allowed to melee, but you don't have near the burst that you have with Tempest Fury. So Tempest Fury is normally, this is the standard build. You sometimes tech into Spell Shield, and then sometimes you tech Spell Shield plus Fork Lightning against really caster bursty heavy comps. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to go over Tempest Fury. So again, you would run up, hit them, wolf, hit them, chain lightning, and hit them. And as you can see, I mean, that's 75% of Arthas' health. I'll do it to the dummy now. So now we're doing 3,800 damage in about 3 seconds. So it gets really ridiculous. And then Thrall is a melee assassin that gets Bolt. And Bolt, as we all know, is an incredibly powerful tool, especially since they've taken it away from most of the mages. So it's going to give you the gap closing space that you need when you're engaging. So once Bolt is introduced into Thrall's kit, he can sort of hit long-range sunders, Bolt, and I've obviously missed here, but he can long-range sunder, Bolt, Wolf, and then get a full E combo off. So you're just quicker to the fight if you do it this way. And note that when you do this, you actually have the ability to get a follow-through hit first before you do anything else. It's a little greedy, and most of the time you want to just kind of burst the person and put out a lot of the damage. But if you sunder, blink, auto, then E, you can kind of work your same combo in, like I just did there. So you're just adding a Bolt plus auto before you E, then you're Wing, okay? And this is kind of the Thrall's level 20 combo. This is what makes the hero so strong. So if I do this on the dummy, so now we're up to 4,800 damage. And if you're, let's say, a carry, you're probably going to get one shot by that. And that's where Thrall really gets most of his strength, is just how bursty he is when you execute his abilities correctly. And I think with his strength in lane through his passive, another cool little tip, let me show you before I guess I kind of wrap this video up. So if you take a bunch of damage, the lanes kind of walk out in a straight line, and you can throw your wolf and you get a passive proc for each minion hit that way. So let's say you've gotten chunked out and you're at half health, and you clear your minion wave, and the opponent's minion wave is kind of walking out towards yours. You can walk up really quick and throw it and get 7 stacks. So like pre-4, if you wolf and then chain lightning, you'll get 2 passive procs. That's really good. Again, like they line up like this. You can hit all 7. That's the best way to push with Thrall in lane. If you need to push and rotate, do that. But Thrall's mostly, yeah, he's just a pokey hero. Remember to utilize bushes with him. You can step out, chain lightning, and then walk back in. And the person can't see you. So they lose vision once you step in. So like a Zagar won't be able to trade with you. But yeah, so that's kind of Thrall. That's basically all the real tools that you need to play the hero. I can't really go much into lane mechanics or anything else, but these are the basics to the build, how to play him, and obviously practice with him is going to make a lot of this perfect. But hopefully you guys threw some good NA Sunders. I know that every once in a while I'll throw one and completely miss. You try to time your ults, like if this guy was running away, I would throw it here, and you know he'll walk over and you'll knock him to the right. It's a difficult talent. Sometimes it can work really well, other times not so much. But remember, the key thing to Sunders is the angles. So if I were here and I Sundered, I would knock him into my tower. But if I Sundered here, you know, I'd knock him away. Or, you know, if I had a bad angle and I was coming at him, sometimes you do, straight forward, and you Sunder, you're going to knock him up or down. And you want to knock him to the left or right, so always find the angles. That is the key to this hero. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this will help you with Thrall, and hopefully you've learned something from it. If you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to throw a like on it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments if this is something that I should keep doing for heroes. I don't know if there's a lot of this out there, so. But yep, again, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Those are both going to be located below. You can also check out my tier list and build list, which are going to be linked below as well. So cheers, guys. Again, thank you for all the support, and hopefully you enjoy this video. So peace.